Alrighty. Hey guys. I don't know if this is going to be our first video on the HanFam YouTube channel. We've done a lot of ideas and we've thought about starting this, but one of the ideas we had was, if you know Rochelle, we call her coffee Robux because it's good. Like, I'm not a coffee drinker. I hate coffee, but I can kind of stand this coffee. It's pretty good. But I also got this in case we need to. Rain, not a sponsor yet. Just joking. Anyways, we figured today we'd just introduce ourselves, and as you watch videos on our Facebook channel or this YouTube channel, we just wanted to share a little bit about us and where we've gotten to this point. So when you see all these videos, you may have a little bit of a backstory. So we met on eHarmony, what, 11 years ago?
No.
12 years ago?
No.
13 years ago?
Between 13 and 14.
So long ago. But we made it on eHarmony, and we started dating, and I moved down to be closer to you, and then we got married, and I dragged you back up to Payson.
I know.
So we moved up to a small town in Arizona, my hometown, and we started. From when we first started dating, you always felt like you were called to be a housewife.
Mm-hmm. Since 4 years old. Yeah,
and when we got married, we tried to live the modern lifestyle of 2 incomes, and how did that work out?
How did it not work out? Every time I would work, the job didn't last but more than maybe 3 months. Life kind of just was handed to us, and circumstances with kids and growth and development with our family, that we just finally realized, after many failed attempts of me trying to get out there in the workplace, we just decided that it was best for me to follow what we felt, I was led to do my whole life, starting then. So,
well, and I think it's 2 things. It's a logical issue, and it's a God issue.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to Bible thump people in this video, but we're not going to shy away from the fact that as for this house, we will serve the Lord. Whenever we stray away from God's calling, it always brings us back up through logical means. For example, we'd struggle. For those that don't know, I'm a firefighter, so my schedule is regularly irregular and sporadic, and I'm gone for 3 days, 4 days at a time, and that was very difficult for babysitting. And so you'd get babysitting for $50, and you'd make $60 that day. And congratulations, we made $10 for all that hard work. So, and then there was other issues where I could.
Hi, Tangelo. Meet Tangelo. It's a part of that.
Where I could go work for a day and make a couple $100 versus you, and I think logically it's worked out. So one, we're trying to follow God's will, and that. So we came to Payson. We tried to make it as a single income family, and then we decided that you would like to start gardening, and that led us to being a little bit self-sufficient and trying to go that way. So we dabbled in that with your gardens, and what else did we do?
We decided to get some chickens and have our own eggs and our own meat in the freezer with our chickens, and worked out pretty well for us.
And we started small with like a little grow bed, and then we made a little U-shaped raised bed, and then we got chickens as well, and realized that there's some blessings in being able to have our own eggs, like never having to go to the store and pay for eggs. And we learned a lot of things, it was actually probably a year ago we started thinking acreage, so we can be truly a lot more self-sufficient. Yeah. Right? And so that led us to a search in the White Mountains, and we found different things, and then COVID hit and made our searching a whole lot more challenging. We finally landed here in July, and What was our expectations?
Oh gosh. We were wanting to hit the ground running. We wanted to clear out a lot of trees so that we can put up our raised garden beds on a mass scale. We wanted to do greenhouses, chicken run and houses, and then goats. We wanted to add goats. But with all the hurdles that we went through, it really hindered our progress.
What's one of our pastors, the pastor that married us, what's one of his sayings about expectation?
Oh. Expectation minus reality equals disappointment.
Plus reality.
No, it's minus.
Oh, whatever. But it really was that. Our expectations versus the reality, it was very disappointing. And we started really backwards. Our goal was chickens, huge garden, orchard, berry patch, then some goats, rabbits, maybe a greenhouse here and there, and go from there. And we kind of went like completely opposite. We bought 3 goats. It was supposed to be 2.
Yeah.
She fell in love with one more. We bought 3 goats, and I'm glad we did that because we started our goats, and then we realized it was going to be 2 years before we could even get milk.
Yeah.
Because we had to get them to a year and a half, and then
breed them,
deliver, and then 8 weeks after that we can wean them off. And so it was going to be a process. So if we would have started this now, it would have been way in the future.
Yeah.
We got a little bit antsy for milk, and we got a pregnant goat, so we got 4 goats now. So we got a goat that's going to be doing. You guys will see them. We're gonna do a little tour around, but there's still about a couple inches of snow on the ground, and figured we'd do that in one of our updates. But anyways, leads us to this point in time. One of our goals starting August was to start a YouTube channel and to have YouTube, and maybe that'd be a financial plus side for us. And so now we're starting it again. One of our goals that was going to be for July now is in January.
Yeah.
But what are you wanting to let everybody know as we start this?
Just getting to know our family. We have a very unique dynamic, just given the fact that 1, we are a fire family. 2, we have children who are adopted. A few of them do have special needs. So how we do things, and then of course intermixing all of that with a self-sufficiency lifestyle in kind of a rural town, it does bring a totally different dynamic, and as you guys start to watch the videos, you guys will start to see those things kind of surface and emerge. So you'll get to know us and our family a whole lot better as our videos progress.
Yeah, and we're gonna plan on sharing all the little projects we have, and we got so many ideas, and we're new to everything. Like we have a little bit of knowledge in chickens.
We have a little bit of knowledge about a lot of things.
And so we started with our goats. We had them in this little shed that got left behind. So one of the first video series that we're gonna do is our goats, because that's what we have, including our barn. That's hopefully we were gonna try to make it get it built before the rain and the snow came, and that just didn't work. So we're gonna have to wait until after things kind of thaw out. But we're gonna do a barn. We're gonna get ready for moon pie to deliver. Got to get our milking area ready to be able to bottle our milk, feed the babies. We built a fence. We're going to show you that. We're going to show you a lot of different things about what our property is. We got so many awesome ideas, and we're hopefully going to get them working. 2 greenhouses going up here, hopefully March, April.
Yeah, 2 out of 4.
4 little greenhouses.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get our chickens, hopefully that whole thing built up by April, so we can get eggs starting in the fall.
Yeah. Well, and you guys have to understand too, like where we moved from to where we moved to, the seasons, the weather, everything is so vastly diverse. And so what our expectation was, people to get some of these things done, is just not happening at the time that we think, things ought to progress. We have no idea what the weather here is like, so we're kind of experiencing it now. What we've been told is that this area has been a very dry and very calm winter, and we're thinking, oh my gosh, like how are we gonna make it in the future winters?
Yeah, this has been mild. It definitely has, but
these are just things that we need to kind of figure out. Like as I'm growing gardens, I don't know what grows here. I knew how to grow things in Payson, but I don't know what seasons are like here for growing things here. So it's going to be a learning process, I think, for the next year or two.
Well, and I think that's one reason why we decided to go with the Homestead Facebook and the YouTube channel is to network and learn a little bit. For example, we've already been in contact with Sarah.
From Fisher Price Ranch.
So we're not gonna. She does have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So we've already subscribed to her. We're gonna hopefully work with her. We've already worked with her. But I mean, just to have some networking of people that, hey, try this, so we can try and see if things work here for us. Because homesteading we're kind of doing a weird form of homesteading to where we can be sufficient as much as possible. The other part was to document our progress, just kind of like home videos. And then there is that hope that we can get to a point where maybe we make a little bit of money, so that way it pays for the hay or it pays for the seeds or
pays for me being able to stay home.
That's the hope too. Is to relieve some of the financial stress off of me, because we always walk that balance of me being gone too much to make enough money and being home too much and not making enough money. So we're gonna work on that. So stay tuned. We'll see if this is our first video or second video. I don't know, but this is just a little bit of an introduction to us. You'll get to see our boy. We actually have an idea for just a little bit video segment with our boy. He's very talkative, and you guys are gonna love some of his
Jackisms.
Conversations with Jack. I don't know if that's what we're gonna call it, or Jack Snacks, I think, was another option that we thought about. But anyways, stay tuned for it. I hope you guys enjoy these videos, and we hope to see you guys around more often.